Hello, I'm Grungy Womp, and welcome back to the Fossacraft server. Today we're going to go through the Monumental Fish Killer, or my Guardian Farm Monument update. So, you can see we've got all of the glass in, the sand and the draining is all done. Took forever to get all of that work done, and at this point it's just a little bit of cleanup and some tweaks. See the coral garden view. All right, so here at the map, we got, it all filled in. It's looking good. Starting to see the Guardians drop. So just to show you, 91,000 sand picked up, which is pretty crazy, considering this is the only project I've really used sand for on this server. And 7,000 of the prismarine bricks. And we filter it over. Look at that, 13,000 cyan glass blocks. Never again. All right. So flying around the monument at night is really just incredible. You got this huge coral garden. You see out here, this platform, I'm going to eventually glass it all over, but I'm going to build a storage building over here on top of the coral garden, with everything being able to be visible from your feet. I plan on having most of it automated. I don't think I'll do unstackable items. It's a little complicated. You see we stuck with the prismarine brick, iron block, and sea lantern theme, carrying that out. Just my favorite biome in all of Minecraft's got to be the coral. It looks so pretty. All right, let's fly back in. So, got a simple bubblevator to get up to the platform, soul sand, magma, up or down, just to make sure if you ran out of rockets, you could get around what will hopefully be a nice sized city at some point. Got to get the beacon, still need 2 more beacons to make the full tower that I want there. And I need to drain the tanks off and redo the water. You see, I can get all the Guardians up to the top, but I'm not pushing them to the kill zone fast enough. That's really the only thing that's slowing this farm production-wise down. You see, sometimes the Guardians get stuck in the glass, but as soon as you move over to them, they end up stuck in a bubble column and go straight up to the surface. All right. Overall, performance-wise, the Guardian farm's doing well. It kills plenty of Guardians. You see here from the top view, they just drop down. I put in a bunch of fences and an extra layer of glass to kind of stop the jumping from side to side. It still happens a little bit, but I think when we get all of the Guardians pushed from the tanks down to this level, they should be crowded enough that they fall a lot faster. Or at least that's the plan. But right now, for non-commercial use, not really supporting a shop, this farm does plenty when it comes to making sea lanterns. You just think about all the sea lanterns that I've used for this build alone. And I've still given away quite a few stacks, and the Phantom has a store set up. Here you can see, it looks like I'm missing a couple of water sources in the middle of the tank. The Guardians are able to swim down a little too easy in a couple of spots in the middle. And again, when we drain the tank and set everything back up, we'll make sure the water flow is pushing everything down. Back here, this was a lava generator when I needed to smelt all of the sand, trying to collect a little bit of dripstone. Very pleased with how everything has turned out. All right, so this drops into the storage system. Phantom built this system with a little slime block and button. It works, but I think we may update that a little bit later. Coming down here, the sorting system coming off of the farm. Everything is Impulse SV style design, going 3 chests long, then a block up top with an ice block We could have gone farther. It didn't have to stop at 3. It's just I like the symmetry of the look. Putting in the dark prismarine columns, I think that was a nice touch, kind of break up the monotony. Plenty of storage space for massive AFK sessions. Got plenty of chests, and I've got it set up to where the first 3 chests are the prismarine crystals. Then once they go to the next set of hoppers, everything is going to be prismarine shards, and then cod. You can just see here, if I click the right hopper, right, 41, and then the cobblestone, which should never be in the system, so that's my filter block. The back 3 sets on either side I have turned off, so they'll catch any item that comes through. That's just so I don't die in the fish tank and have all my gear thrown into the lava. So eventually, once everything is completed, and I put the last 3 chests on either side up, the lava will take care of any overflow. To power the dropper, I'm just using a simple sticky piston double observer setup, nice and compact, very easy. And you see we got the Fossacraft logo in the back of the hull. Just a ton of storage space. And again, used a lot of the prismarine crystals and shards that I made so far to complete this build, but it regenerates it pretty fast. So if you click this button and then jump up, it kicks you out to the little soul sound bubble elevator. It works. Phantom did a good job coming up with that idea. I just don't like how it messes up the floor pattern. It doesn't look like a monument anymore. It looks, I don't know what that looks like. Anyway, we're going to change that. Again, the iron blocks, had it not been for Yoshi's Iron Farm, that would have been impossible. Once we go into the water, look at the base. See, I carried down the prismarine bricks all the way down to the bottom. Off to the side where the ravine is, I kind of cut that off. I didn't follow all the way of the ravine, but we boxed it in. And that coral view just looks so good. Look at that. So I think with some of the dark spots that I've got, because there's a few spots where we don't have coral or we mined the coral before we decided to use it. I think I'm going to use Lightmatica, go to another coral ocean that nobody's using, and make schematics of a couple of different coral structures, and then kind of transplant them. See, right there in the middle, that needs a coral spot. All the way up at the top, if you can see, my flying skills are a little rough, but I've got the AFK platform. It's lit up, and if we can land on it, there we go. We've got just a little trapdoor entry, and then everything's protected. I got the buttons just in case somehow I screwed up spawn rules, but nothing should spawn up here ever. And you got the ender chest in case you forget about rockets, because, well, sometimes I forget how to fly. So getting out, you just got to fly up. It's normally not too hard. I normally do it the first try, but anyway, once you get out, get the overview look. Again, that ender chest, if you play like I do, having access to that from the AFK spot's pretty important. Now, with the beacon, I hate hunting down wither skeletons for wither skulls, and I just don't want to build a wither skeleton farm, at least not yet. I've decided to host a PvP tournament, and I'm going to give away one of the shulker boxes from my store, the Tried to Swim in Lava box. So that box has fully enchanted diamond armor, tools, rockets, elytra. It's the deluxe package if you die. So I'm going to put one of those boxes, which I've sold a couple for 150 diamonds. I'm going to put one of those up as prize for a PvP tournament, with the cost of entry being a wither skull. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around, and we'll put more content up soon. Thank you.